with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gonna be going in.
On the ones and twos and twos.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
What is up? What is up? It's the kid, Young Cuda, DJ Cuda back in the building. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. Turn this down right quick. Alright, what's up, y'all, man? It's the kid, Young Cuda, definitely. Back in the building, man. So, I want to thank everybody. I want to first of all thank everybody for, wishing me a happy birthday, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's much greatly appreciated. Now, on today's show, man, we got some things to talk about before we get into today's mix. And, we got some news. So, without further ado, let's get into today's show, man. It's the kid, Young Cuda, DJ Cuda back in the building, man. Let's get it. Let's Player Talk Radio, man. Let's go.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gonna be going in.
On the ones and twos and twos.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
All right. So, in the news, and what's all the craze right now, which is about to get its 3 days of fame, is the H&M kid. You know, there's a H&M poster, I guess commercial or meme or whatever they have, an advertisement that's out right now, and it has this little black boy on there, and I think it says something about like the biggest gorilla in the jungle or the tallest monkey in the something about a monkey, basically. They call this little nigga, it'll be funny if his mom did pick that shirt. Draco De Niro, she was saying, what if his mom picked that shirt and the whole time it's a money grab? And yeah, you know what? If it is a money grab, I will tell my child to go live and play the victim. Boo-hoo. Oh my God, I didn't notice until last minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a kid. Oh my God, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I never knew. That type of shit. That's what you need to teach your children to do. And it's fucked up because, companies like H&M, funny part is that, like, whole time, them as a company don't, like, believe or think about that shit. Like, whole time, their development team just thought it was a funny joke and just ran with it. And the funny part is that it comes out right after the New Year's. This wouldn't have came out, like, if this would have came out through Christmas, black people would have had to accept it. But now it's after New Year's. Motherfuckers are just waiting for Valentine's Day. So for real, what's going to happen is people got a little gap. They got this little time in between now and Valentine's Day to be petty. And they're going to rock this till the wheels fall off. I done already, shared a whole plethora of memes, which is good. Also in today's news, Genuine, our good brother Genuine, from the DMV area, his masculinity was challenged. And this is another ploy, like I'm telling you, and like I've been telling you, that they're going to do to attack your masculinity. Your masculinity is under attack. If you don't believe it then, believe that shit now. Don't listen to no broad, because broads don't understand it. Listen to me. Your masculinity is under attack. It's under attack by straight women. It's under attack by gay women. It's under attack by, gay guys. It's under attack by... And look, there's nothing wrong with being gay or trans or... You know what I'm saying? I know I've done shows in the past where motherfuckers go, you're homophobic. Oh my God, you're ignorant. They always do that shit. That's my criticism voice with motherfuckers. Because they always come at you with, like, canned material. Oh, say something to me the last broad didn't say. You know what I'm saying? They're always doing that whole thing. We live in a time now where motherfuckers will be like, all right, so I'm quote unquote a straight man, right? I'm a straight guy. I can tell you I'm a straight guy. And see, people will look at you like, he probably gay. Hey, look, he's gay. Hey, look, he's gay. And then in the next breath, I don't have a problem with gay people. Remember I said this on the last show? I don't have a problem with gay people. So if you don't have a problem with gay people, then why would you go out of your way to make a straight man gay? That's the real question that you have to ask. Anytime something happens right now, best believe And do not, like, underestimate any broad or any dude's, you know what I'm saying, thing to say that, oh, you're gay. Because niggas ain't gay on this side, you know what I'm saying? I fight for masculinity because that's something that needs to be fought for. And even though women don't understand it, that's something they need to fight for. You know what I'm saying? Because what you have to understand is that, it's like my man Ron Wills said. And Ron Wills, shout out to Ron Wills, man. Let's get into it, man. Ron Wills wished me a happy motherfucking birthday. Thank you, Ron Wills, man. Ron Wills said that women, and I've said this before, but I just like how, because Ron said it, it's the shit. Women raise the same type of men that they complain about. They create the same type of men that they complain about. And unfortunately, you have a lot of men out here that are raised by single mothers, including myself, that has to find masculinity, and a lot of the brothers don't make it out. You know what I'm saying? You have to find some type of masculinity. You have to be taught masculinity by a man. You have to understand that there's a lot of boys out here that are taught masculinity by a woman. So the woman already has the keys to what he think he's gonna call a man. Himself as a man. You understand what I'm saying? To what they try to raise you into, and to what you're gonna actually go out and go do for yourself. You understand? Maybe that went over a lot of people's heads. And shout out to a lot of single mothers out here. I ain't down to bash the single mothers. I gotta do a special show on that because that's a whole new topic in and of itself. And where they are in the game and how the game is played. Because a lot of single mothers are delusional. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. A lot of single mothers are delusional. And they don't understand what's going on. Well, they understand what's going on, but they like to fool themselves. They like to trick themselves into a lot of things. So I'm going to have a real talk show with the single mothers. And I know a lot of single mothers. And like, this thing is just so fucked up. See, a lot of women will get mad about what I'm talking about. But the thing is that I talk about the bad ones, because the thing is that, ladies, this gives credence to the good women. You understand what I'm saying? Let me say, not all. Because, see, they want to hear that not all, because it makes them feel better about themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of game that you're going to play. So I'm going to get into today's show topic later on after the mix. And we're going to talk about the importance of swallowing the red pill and having red pill awareness on today's show. Alright? And ladies, look, not all. God damn, not all. Alright? If it was all of you, then there wouldn't be nothing to say. You understand what I'm saying? It just takes away from the good women and the women that's out here doing shit. And I had a lot of good women. And I'm telling you, you have to, fellas, man, you have to give, some women, you have to give them a chance. But a lot of this game that I'm telling you, man. So ladies, don't get mad at me, and I have a lot of women fans that get it, and they're older. Now, on the last show that you heard, I made a comment, and I'm gonna apologize. No, because I understand, not all, okay, not all. But I made a comment, and I said women get worse with time. No, they don't. Listen to what I'm saying. Men are like milk. Oh, I said men are like milk. Women are like milk, men are like wine. There's a saying that says men get better with time, women get worse with time, because they pride themselves in looks. So their overall value upon appearance goes down. Whereas men, our value goes up because we know a little bit more. And to a degree, it doesn't matter how we appear. Alright? Doesn't really matter how we appear. Now, well, yeah, it does. To a degree. That's why I said to a degree. Now, listen to me. This does not by any means mean that women are the worst. And they, oh my God, all of them get worse over time. And oh my God. Because, they want to hear not all. Not all. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to understand, fellas, the law still applies to women. You can't help but get smarter over time. And a lot of women that do make it in their late 20s and in their 30s and stuff were the ones that took care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Drink their noni juice, you know. Third eye. Let me stop. Keep the yoni tight like shit. You know, the ones that do make it, they become really good women. For real. They might not look as sharp as they used to now. They may not look as sharp as they used to now. But that doesn't mean you should be superficial. Like, a lot of them, they become good women. They become goofy women. They become nice women. They become blissful women. They become women. But the girls that's out here smoking 24/7 and drinking and in the clubs and yelling "ay" and then had multiple babies and their titties sagging and they're talking that shit, you know, these are walls that women are gonna run into, and when you listen to them, you know, you or look at them and hear what they saying, because see, fellas, and Patrice explained it on the last show, they come with an air of arrogance. You know, a lot of women don't read the terms and conditions of pussy. And a lot of guys don't really understand that. But it's cool. Like, this is why men love women. Because they come with a certain amount of arrogance. But to a certain degree, that arrogance is warranted. You know, pretty girl, she got to dodge all these niggas, you know. She got a little bit of arrogance on her. You know what I'm saying? But in a lot of cases, that arrogance is surety. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cases, even with men, when we get, you know, a certain amount of women, and we're a little arrogant. I sound arrogant. And listen, man, don't get mad at me of the content and how I'm talking on how you hear on these shows, because the thing is that it's about entertainment. This talk and being blunt and being harsh and just saying what you want is entertaining. So listen, man, we're gonna get more into the game. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, and it's arrogance, man. Beauty comes with arrogance. Beauty comes with arrogance. But when that arrogance is matched, you know, when you're arrogant for like 10, 7, 13, 15 years, which you want to call your prime or whatever, it carries on. And when that arrogance doesn't match up with how you look later on in life, we're not trying to hear that shit. So listen, thank you guys, man. I thank you for the birthday wishes and everything. You know what? And I'm going to start cleaning up my material. I knew. I'm going to start cleaning up my material, man. So listen, man. We're going to get into today's show. Shit. I got a lot of shit going on. It's the kid, Young Cuda, definitely back in the building, man. DJ Cuda, definitely motherfucking building at the helm of today's show, man. We're going to chop up some game. We have some clips from my uncle Rosebud. Shout outs to Rosebud Bitter Dose, man. Now, yeah, because some of you guys, you know, what you're trying to do, you have to understand, man. Sometimes you need a pimp to tell you what's going on, you know. A lot of things are going to happen on today's show. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, man. But a lot of women, listen, man, you're racing the type of man that you claim that you don't want. And you know that, too. And, we're going to talk about the option that, you know, like, it's option, man. It's an option. That's an option that a lot of women can hide behind, whether they know the history or not. We're going to get into that later on today's show. And we're going to talk about the importance of having red pill awareness. Red pill awareness. We're going into this new age. You need to arm yourself, fellas, with red pill awareness. You understand? So we're going to talk about the game. Alright, man, let's get into today's mix. This is the DJ Cuda birthday mix. Oh, shout outs, hold on. Shout outs to Black Ink. Shout outs to my man Black Ink, man. We're gonna talk about this Nature Boy thing too. We're gonna share the other half of the clip with EJ, man. For my Nature Boy fans that are over here, we're gonna do that. 15 minutes in. I ain't forget about you. Shout outs to Black Ink, my motherfucking nigga, man. Shout outs to Black Ink, man. Black Ink live right now too. A lot of people live right now. Sinetta's live. Shout out to Sinetta. Sinetta, fuck with me, man. If you hear about the show, fuck with me. We chopping up some heavy shit over here. Hold on, man. The game gonna get good, man. All right, man. We're gonna get into the EJ shit right after the mix, and we're gonna get into the, you know, everything, man. Go over to Black Ink's channel. Shout outs to Black Ink, man. Go over to Black Ink's channel. BLAQINK. Black Ink. And go to the Black Ink Think Tank. You can catch me there on Black Ink's live shows. I will be in the chat room. Keeping up with the melanation shit, man. Talk about some master teacher Tehuti. Come on, Nature Boy, bro. Nature Boy is a fool, son. Alright, man, let's get to today's mix. It's the Kid Young Cuda, man. At the helm of today's show, man. DJ Cuda in the building, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Alright, we in the building, man. Shout outs to Michael Penny, man. Alright. Okay. And for real, happy birthday to myself, man. Let's get it, man. DJ Cuda in the building.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Now we gonna be going in.
Let's get it. On Player Talk Radio.
Baby, nigga, I'm faded. Nigga, I feel like 25 babies. Skunk, drunk, looking like a robber. Headed to the church or headed to the brothel. Popping my collar, really like Diva. How you tell the truth to a crowd of white people? Made it, motivational speaker, bumping. Most time telling my teacher something. Baby, we was like Decatur, we was like Ladonia, elevator thinker, pumping, deacon. Stunning was a habit, trapping was a hobby. Shooter got a reason, Thumper, Sasha, why you gotta leave me? We was like forever, life is so confusing. Fuck it, take me to revival. Maybe this will help me, maybe this will change my mind. Ooh, believe I feel great today. I might just pull my train.
Damn, son. Yeah. You just been cracked in the head with another DJ Young Cuda exclusive.
Sometimes I be talking back. Sometimes I be outside niggas always stuffing the fuel. Southside niggas always keeping it dead. 4-5 trigger give you something to do. We should've shot at the moon. Outside niggas always stuffing the fuel. Southside niggas always keeping it dead. 4-5 trigger give them something to do. We should've shot at them. Jesus always told me I was special. Always told me go and get some money, spread the shit to the world. Cause ain't no fun if the homies can't have some, have mine, nigga, heaven ain't free. We was just praying for another drink. Bitch look good to a buzzer. Hey, I can build a hill from the thunder. Wait, I can build a field from the money. Wait.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
We going in.
Let's get it. On Player Talk Radio.
This is my favorite song, man. Happy birthday to me, man. This that bust down shit, man. Shout out to Triple Red, man. That's my boy, man. Shout out to Triple Red, man. Let's get this DJ Cuda, man, in business.
I just got a new Porsche. Rocket got a Rari, that's a new horse. Smoke a pussy nigga like a Newport. Yeah. Hey, yeah, what's your net worth? Yeah. Pussy boy, what's your net worth? Diamonds round my neck like what my net worth. Yeah. Bitches bust down. My wrist is bust down, it's bust down. a savage. Mama raised a motherfucking savage. Ooh, the streets raised a motherfucking savage. And the industry made me a brand new savage. Yeah. I just got a new Porsche. Rocket got a Rari, that's a new horse. Smoke a pussy nigga like a Newport. Yeah. Hey, yeah, what's your net worth? Yeah. Pussy boy, what's your net worth? Diamonds round my neck like what my net worth. Yeah. Bitches bust down. My wrist is bust down, it's bust down. Gonna get my Apple Watch bust down, it's bust down, yeah. Yo, bitch up the bust down, she's bust down. I don't get too fussed now, no fuss now, no. This how you live when you poppin'. Probably know you suckers had no option. Fucking on that motherfucking thotty. That's a motherfucking new body. Ooh, ain't nobody, ain't nobody. Swear it ain't no hump in my body. Tatted up on all of my body. Pulling with a bitch named Armani.
Son, yeah, you just been cracked in the head with another DJ Young Cuda exclusive.
I'm just fooling, I'm all in. I got big rap.
Michael Penny, what's up, man? Let's get it, man.
Yeah. I just got a new Porsche. Rocket got a Rari, that's a new horse. Smoke a pussy nigga like a Newport. Yeah. Hey, yeah, what's your net worth? Yeah. Pussy boy, what's your net worth? Diamonds round my neck like what my net worth. Yeah.
All right, we in the building, man. That was the mix for today. That was my little birthday mix, man. Hold on, let me. All right, we in the building, man. It's the Kid Young Cuda, definitely back in the building. Oh, man, I'm gonna give you what you came here for, man. Hold on right quick, man. Shout out to Michael Penny, man. Be careful out there doing that shit, man. Mike know what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to Mike Vision, too, man. Shout out to Mike Vision, man. Alright. Alright, man. So on today's show, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Now, we're going to share some clips. One clip I want to share, though, is with, hold on. Let me see if I can find this motherfucker right here, though. Like, YouTube been jumping. I've been on YouTube lately, man. I've been on YouTube like crazy lately, man. I've been on YouTube like lately. I've been on YouTube crazy, cause the reason why my videos they don't have like high views on YouTube is because I usually share this on Facebook, and I'm trying to see if I can get it on SoundCloud, cause SoundCloud's a little bit different, but I usually share this on Facebook and other platforms. I used to do MixLR. Stopped like shit. What is this? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I used to share it on Facebook, so usually when I'm talking to people on Facebook or what's going on Facebook, but actually I've switched over to YouTube. YouTube is a little bit more fun now, getting into it. I'm getting a camera soon, because I want to do vlogs and stuff, and I'm getting the whole green screen and all that shit. So, you know, if you want to contribute to the show, definitely I'll have you a part of the show. You will become elevated also. So, you know, I knew. Now, before I play this EJ clip for my Nature Boy folks that are in the building, I'm gonna play a clip from my Uncle Rosebud, and it says, "What? Don't empathize with women." So listen to this. Listen to this now. Just listen to this, okay? I'm giving you the red pill. All you gotta do is swallow the shit. Listen.
I don't care where we going, you know, whatever. Me and these niggas going down if it's about that, but it was never about that because we didn't do nothing but pimp. We ain't trying to sell no drugs. We ain't trying to, you know, steal no bitch. We ain't trying to play no bitch. Well, I look like trying to play a bitch out of pocket. The bitch gonna be out of pocket, and I might charge her, but I ain't gonna waste my time trying to get a bitch out of pocket, man. I don't do that kind of shit. I'm way past that. Way past it. You looking at a nigga ain't never been to the pen or nothing, pimped all his life.
You ain't never been to the pen?
Never.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm telling you, man. You know, because I know how to stay out the way. And right now, My thing is to bring information to dudes to know how to handle women. Most dudes today, especially the youngsters, grew up with just mothers. You know, and mothers are not wrong. They just don't know how to raise men. So what I'm saying is, if you want to sit up and, you know, be soft and empathize with a woman, see, this is one thing to empathize with a woman, but you know, you could have sympathy. You could sympathize with her. You know, you could see what the hell she's saying. But to empathize with her, you're putting yourself in her place. Well, you can't do that. That's what dudes do today. Their mama taught them to do it because their mama mad at their daddy. And what I'm saying is, they don't mean to transfer this shit to the son, but they do. Everything that make you have nuts, you can't do around a single mother. You can't push nobody. I mean, that's the kind of shit make you be a boy. You know, you can't be no girl ass and the motherfucker get pushed. Start crying. You know, motherfucker get pushed, you gotta push back, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? But these women today, not all of them, but a lot of them, especially white women, especially people that make laws, especially the people that the country, if that's the case, think matter. You know, the average black woman don't matter, but a certain black woman matter.
Do you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh, man. All right.
The one that think like them. You know, my kid can't do that. Man, let me tell you something. When I was a kid, there wasn't no such thing as just playing. The fucking dude that wanted to just play, he was a sissy. That's what we used to call him. We didn't call him a punk or a faggot or none of that shit. You sissy ass motherfucker. Cause he ain't got no guts and he just want to play. And 9 out of 10 of them turned out to be gay. But any of my friends, I don't care if you was talking about racing, we got to race right now. You know, anything, we got to be the baddest. You know, period. We gonna be the baddest. And if you ain't, then whoever is, but 9 out of 10 times, you sure the fuck can't tell me that.
What's your overall purpose you're trying to accomplish right now with your whole mission and everything, looking back at your life and where you at right now?
Well, first and foremost, man, I don't want to just be here. I don't want to be here and die and then just be forgotten. I want to make an impact. And the impact that I want to make is showing dudes that you don't have to be, you know, a fucked up motherfucker to be a man. You know, you don't have to be fucked over to be a man. You know, and the next motherfucker you call a queen, I'm a killer. Because, you know, you tell these bitches they queens and they don't even know the definition of a queen. You know, you black queen and this stuff. Look, if the bitch ain't a queen, she ain't a queen. Now, if she do what a queen does, you know, then of course she is a queen. But then, which one of them do what a queen does? Which one of them motherfucking queens do what a queen does? Which one of them is supportive like they should be? Which one of them motherfuckers' mouth ain't as fucked up as mine? You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't deserve to be queens. So I want to, my thing on Ask Rosebud is to talk to dudes about manhood shit. And as far as getting the game straight, my thing on Down and Dirty is that these niggas don't understand that it's not the bitches. They're making everything the bitches. If you get a broad, and she's this way, and in 2 months, she's the same way, is it her fault or yours? It's mine, man. If I got a broad and she with me 2 weeks and she the same, then I ain't doing no pimping. So you can't come, if you a sharp bitch, you can't come to me with what you...
Today is going to be a...
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, so let's get back. I just wanted to clear the air on that. The air on that. Okay. So let's get back into Nature Boy Tehuti. Let's get back to EJ's rant on how she's infatuated with this man that just came out of nowhere, that she's been around for a long time, man. All right, let's go. Oh, Mac, I hope you're listening, man.
Yourself through the person
this is really part 5, nigga.
Because you don't know yourself.
Shout out to OMAC.
After the amount of time that we kept having
so
the
confused
meeting,
with this
after
man.
that first meeting, and we weren't compatible yet at that time. Me and Master Teacher Tehuti, we split up again, and I went back to go be with Omek, but nothing was ever the same after that. You know, we constantly was fighting. We constantly had, you know, just arguments on the low. Like, we, even in the camp, we never truly let people see how much we was bickering and arguing about just the stupidest mundane things instead of worrying about what we truly need to worry about. And inside of my heart, I knew what I needed to do, which was focus on knowledge itself. So I was getting fed up inside of me, and I'm like, yo, why am I putting up with this? But every time Master Teacher Tehuti had a conversation with me and Omek, he opened and sparked and activated my mind to think more than what I was actually thinking.
Now, fellas, when another guy does this to your lady, what she's doing is, because, see, women don't need to be understood. They need to be understood to be translated. What she's saying is, understood, translated into man, like shit. What she's saying is that the only people that she can, because look at Melanation. You had Azul, his little frail ass. Ohm came into Black Ink's chat room the other day talking some wild shit. So automatically then I knew this big monkey nigga was, I mean, H&M can sponsor this nigga. Like, I knew from then this nigga was on some wild shit. So ain't no bitch. I know what a bitch go, like, when I look at another, like, the shit is funny. When you swallow the red pill, you will then gain the, it's like, you're shout out to my nigga Mike Vision, son. Every superhero don't got no cape, bro. Every superhero don't got no cape. And for real, when you swallow this red pill, you will gain the ability to see how women look at other dudes. And that ability alone will kind of show you how you will be looked at on the spectrum. You understand what I'm saying? So the crazy thing about the shit is that I could see how a bitch will look at Ohm and be like, oh, nah. Oh, nah, son. Ohm is a funny man, son. That's a funny dude. That's a funny dude, son. Built like a man, but you dainty, my nigga. All right. Anywho, listen to this. What she's saying is that she see, there is no, what I'm saying is, my bad, I'm deviating like shit. I've been doing this lately. What I'm saying is that there is no other man that was there for her to compare to. You understand what I'm saying? You know what Nature Boy is doing? Nature Boy is doing what I told you guys that you need to do. Nature Boy is demonstrated that he's pre-selected. The king of a cult or a tribe or the leader of something always is pre-selected. And he's pre-selected for a reason. And she's seen the reasons and she, you know, all this other shit. Nature Boy's pre-selection. Selection. Nature Boy's pre-selected. Alright.
I've never come across a being who can actually say something to me and I'm like, yo, that makes sense.
You don't bring your woman around a pre-selected nigga, because when both of y'all sitting up there looking at this nigga talking about some, whoa, that makes sense. Nigga, you lost your girl, man. Don't let that source be masculine. See, at least if you're leading your broad to Jesus, she can't see this nigga or fuck this nigga. Come on.
Because you can have a conversation with somebody.
Shout out to my Christians.
Like, okay. But they don't really have a lot of objective facts and truth behind whatever. Master Teacher knew more about my relationship than I knew about my relationship. He knows more about me than I knew about myself. So I was like, whoa, I have to really take into consideration, especially him being my guy and being my teacher. I was like, I have to really take into consideration what he's saying. So that last night, when everything was revealed and put on the table, I was like, you know what? It's just not working no more. Because
Master Teacher got some game. Tehuti got game, man. And the thing is that Fiery, her 40, 35-year-old ass is on the side of him talking some, And on the side of her talking about some, When you have game, fellas, this is why women don't like us, but they love us. They hate us, but they love us. Nigga, they hate us, but they love us. You turn her into a woman You shape her into a woman. This is why older guys go after younger girls, and this is why older girls are receptive to older guys. Because we age a little bit later, like I tell you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, this is why relationships is synonymous with cars. This is why a relationship is synonymous with wine. If you know about cars and you know about wine, you'll be like, damn, I see where you coming from, DJ Kuda. Oh my God. Listen to what I'm saying. Oh, this shit is wild. Donovan Sharp did a show today. And go over to Donovan Sharp. Donovan Sharp, aka The Sharp Reality, did a show today, and he said men are made, women are born. It's sad, but it's the truth. It's the fucking truth. You have to make yourself into a man, while a woman could just be born and just be. You have to see the difference of life with both sexes. But in a lot of cases, we turn them into women. And we upgrade them. Men upgrade women. Women upgrade men sometimes too. Women do a lot of upgrading. Inter-upgrading. You understand what I'm saying? Inter-upgrading, you know? But the man that says, hey, I love you because you're beautiful and you're mine now, can get taught how to handle his money a little bit better by a woman. You understand? Fuck it. Why even bother?
Like, even though I was like doing good in a relationship and showing my loyalty and trust and all of that, it still wasn't working out.
Showing your loyalty and trust isn't gaining interest in another dude. Remember, I tell you, women branch swing. She mentally branch swung to Nature Boy. So, an argument that could be in the relationship that she could have had with Om is, no, you're not as loyal as you think you are. Let's go.
Because we were never destined to be together. It was moments in time where I felt a strong love for Master Teacher Tehuti, and I truly didn't know where it was coming from.
That's not loyalty, baby. That's not loyalty.
Felt a love of compassion for him, and I was like, you know what? It could be because, you know, he speaks my heart, and I'm like, but this feels crazy. I've never felt like this about a man. I truly didn't.
It's like crack. You ever... I was about to ask y'all, have y'all ever smoked crack? Never mind. Somebody would look at me, you smoking crack. No, nigga, no, I'm not. But it's like crack. How niggas get hooked on crack is they get that one good jolt. And it's like, I never felt this before. And looking at Fiery just affirming what she's saying, and then the girl on her left is kind of semi-agreeing because she's like, ooh, this is what I'm about to find out. It's woman's... This happens on a... Ooh. I'm burping. I had some food. This happens on a smaller scale with guys. Like, you fuck one broad that can't shut the fuck up, so then she tells a whole bunch of bitches about your dick game. Now you getting like a whole bunch of different calls and texts to your phone, and you like, man, who this? And blah, blah, blah. That's what this is. And that makes you, guess what? Pre-selected. We talk about pre-selection on the show. Come on. We're sharpening up our games, fellas. Let's go.
I didn't even feel like that about Omek, but I was lying to myself the whole time. Not that I was lying to Omek, I was lying to myself. And that was...
And lying to Omek is not being loyal.
The biggest mistake on my part. So, after we came from Costa Rica and we came back to the States, it wasn't until then I started to feel myself really started developing into this woman, and I'm like, whoa, like this shit was crazy. So it was, and I remember because he always tells this story when we was in Ohio, and he felt a compassion, Master Teacher Hudi, he felt this love of compassion over his entire body, and I remember this day vividly. He
Fiery just blinking.
And by this time, I was like, he was all in my through my subconscious, like, and I was a coward to even admit that.
Yo, how do you get this on film? How do you get this on film? We're gonna have to do a part 2 of the birthday show.
he was all up and through my subconscious. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I had to take responsibility for that and face false evidence that was appearing real to myself to overcome that and grow past whatever that I needed to grow past. So he woke up that morning with this over his body, and I woke up.
This is what I'm gonna do.
After, and we immediately looked at each other.
This is what I'm gonna do. All right, Player Talk Radio. This is what I'm gonna do because I want this on my birthday show. I'm gonna give y'all a good synopsis. What I'm gonna do is, I don't know if it's gonna be today, tonight, or tomorrow. I'm gonna get my girl. I'm gonna get my girl on this show. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna let her hear, because she has not heard this. She knows about this whole shit because I talked to her about it, but she has not heard this. I'm gonna get her to decipher this on the show, and we're gonna stop and pause. We're gonna do some commentary. We're gonna do all the shit, and we're gonna do some studying. So we're gonna study her responses, and we're also gonna study what EJ's talking about. So let's finish this. And we're going to wrap up today's show. And guess what? We're going to have a part 2 on today's show. So this is going to be a double series, man. Double series. Okay, let's go.
And we both kind of was like, oh, shit. Like, we kind of just laid back down and ignored the fact that even happened. And I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, I just kept thinking about him after that. Like, I just kept thinking about him. And even times after that, like, even before that, before we even had that connection, it was times before that and after that, we would literally complete each other's sentences. Like, I would say something, and then he'll walk in the room and say it, and they'll be like, oh, she just said that. Or I'll be thinking something that he just said, or I'll say something that he was just thinking, and I was like, yo, it started getting weird. So I was like, I'm going to just not say nothing. I'm going to not say nothing, and I'm going to just be quiet. And that still didn't work out because I was still like, yo, I just said that. And so it was inevitable at that point. And, you know, Master Teacher Tehuti brought out so many.
We're going to save this for the next show. And I'm going to have. I'm sorry, y'all. This is how we're going to do it, man. This is going to be a part 2. All right. So, with this game, and fellas, I want you guys to swallow this red pill. And we're gonna touch on this later on. The option that a woman is not, the same as, like, there's no such thing as equality. Just get that out of your head. Alright, I already told you what equality is. Yes, men and women are equal, but we're not identical. There's no such thing as equality under identical definitions of the sexes. And with the game is, like, I already, people kind of say, what are you talking about? Women are figured out. Listen, man. Women are figured out by men. Women are figured out. And when you're figured out, they don't like that because they can't work their charm on you. And then when you have a way of figuring a woman out and can smile and be charming and do all of these things, they're attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can deal with their tests, and you can pass their tests. You can pass their tests and then start a test of your own and get her to participate. And then once you get her to participate, now she's intrigued by you. Things like that. You can push, pull, shit like that. We talk about it on today's show. Well, on today's show. We talk about it on this whole show. This whole show is a lot of shit. And also, I want to, on the next show, we're going to play, I'm going to play, on the next show, what I'm going to do, because I just had a bright idea and I'm about to be around my lady soon. What I want to do is I want to, and she never heard EJ talk like this. I think she knows about EJ, She has a good knowledge about EJ, but I'm gonna kind of do a triple thing. Anywho, I want to play this clip too on the next show. It's Oprah, and she's kind of talking about the LGBT thing. I know I said I was gonna let it go, but I just want to be petty just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. She's talking about the LGBT thing. And I want to see what my girl thinks about it too. Because women, you have to understand, y'all are more accepting of the not homophobic, but the, homosexual shit. And I just kind of, I'm not against homosexuals. I love my gay brothers and sisters, but I just want to know why. The straight woman. You know what I'm saying? Because this comes from the straight woman too. Now, like I was saying before, is the option is that, a woman, women want the option. They want the option. So anytime you recognize game and, you're saying, oh, okay, this guy is supposedly a guy that has the woman figured out. Well, yes, I do, because they want the option. Women want the option because the option gives them the gray area. You're neither one or two of the extreme, whether black or white. And the option is that, they want some things to play around with. So, for example, if she says, if I was to say, hey, listen, you're a certain way, you could say, no, I'm not that certain way, and have no clue that that is a type of way at the same time. Anywho, never mind. Basically, the game is to get on code and act naive. It's an inside joke, and you get on code, and when you get on code, you figure them out. Because sometimes you can say to a girl, hey, you are a hoe, but you don't act, you know what I'm saying? You are a hoe, but you act like you're not a hoe because they don't need to know that you are a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you're a hoe, but you act like you're not because people don't need to know that you are. You understand what I'm saying? So, and no disrespect to my strippers. Shout outs to my strippers, but, sometimes you try to convince people, like when you're in the club and shit, that, that you never danced for dollars and you never did shit for money. Let me stop. I'm fucking around, man. Listen, man, I just had a great idea on today's show, and I'm gonna have my girl on the next show. She don't know about, she knows a little bit about EJ because she knows about melanation and shit, but this is like earlier last year's type shit. Well, we already took him down, so y'all niggas is late. So we're gonna do a melanation explanation on the next show, which is coming in a couple of hours, because I need to go to a little function, an event, and a party. I need to eat cake. My birthday just passed and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how that should go. So it's DJ Cooter back in the building, man. That was today's show. That was a slight little show. The next show gonna be the real deal, Holyfield. But yeah, like I said, man, like in the chat, the game is to get on code, act naive, it's an inside joke, so you figure them out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you figure out about a woman, they'll try to, So you are a hoe, but you act like you're not a hoe, because people don't need to know that you're a hoe, that's the game. Fellas, y'all need to understand these concepts, because going into the future, you're not gonna understand what I'm talking about when I talk about red pill awareness and shit, you know what I'm saying? So listen, man, I had this great idea on the next show. My lady, Roze, she gonna be on the next show. Roze, get your ass over here, girl. We about to talk about some real shit. And you know what I'm saying? Cause she's smart, but she's a woman. Like, she falls into female traps and shit. Like, she's a that's my baby. She a woman though. Let's get it, man. It's DJ Cooter back on the ones and twos, man. Shout outs to the next show, man. Next show about to be lit. Kid Young Cooter, man. Let's get it, man. Player Talk Radio. Let's go.
niggas iffy, Blicky got the stiffy,
Pull up on this block, we gon' gun him down. Post it up with the chopper like who want it now. Run it up, I need 100 down. Catch him lacking, walking home, we gon' jump out. All these niggas, they play pussy to some rundown. And my niggas, we gon' rock to the sundown.
Hey, did TK diss Lil JoJo on this shit? Did he? I don't know.
Why these niggas wanna front now? We was 3 deep, we had 4 poles.